Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Rain World, where we are entering this screen now with full belly, and in fact a bunch of moths in it. And is it possible to get it to lock down on me? Is it possible to just rest here? Okay, yeah, cool. Alright, I am so glad that I noticed we had to stand in the middle of that for quite some time. But I am so glad that I noticed the red health flashing. It's such a strange thing because that's a fully non-diegetic way of communicating information that the character can't have directly to the player so that you can use it to make the decision on behalf of the character that the character wouldn't make and can't understand why you're making. I guess it's not really like... Most games don't really play much with the distinction between the player and the character anyway, but that's a very strange... The idea of that is very strange to me. Anyway, that's really nice because the part between where we were sleeping previously and here sucks a lot, and I hate doing it. Okay, the murder kelp has feasted. We are just going to keep moving. This is a thing that is not relevant to our day. Howdy. We're cool, right? We're probably cool. Either he was trying to Corvo Atano me there, and he failed, or he wasn't, and in any case, we move on. Oh, right, except with no bug. How do I do this part? Well, you know... Darn it. I was going to say the murder kelp is fed. I guess there's not really a place to go down here anyway, right? So there's just that one pipe and we know where that pipe goes. So what do we do? Now I have to actually figure something out here. What do we do here in this place where if we fall, we die, but also there's nothing else to do? I can't interact with these flowers at all. It may well be that there is something I am supposed to be figuring out here that I am not figuring out. We can try to go back out the left side and see if we can find a bug. In terms of putting enough spears into this wall, I'm going to put a spear in this wall. In terms of putting enough spears into this wall to climb up, I would guess that we will need 2 more. So I'm going to plant one now, and let's see if we can find the resources we need, I suppose. I can't get up. Oh, there's worm grass at the bottom of the water here. And I didn't see it before, but this fucking game. But if you fall from that height, you fall through the water fast enough that you land in the worm grass. Okay. So this screen over here is a scavenger screen, right? In theory, we can get a bunch of spears. There's always a bunch of spears laying around. I think that's the answer. That's got to be the answer, right? There's nothing else for us to do. Out of curiosity. Nope, swimming down does not show me another screen here. Yep, and here's a spear. Boy, you really, you sink fast when you fall into water, even if you fall an extremely small distance. Howdy, fellas. Excuse me. We're all good? We're all good. Ah. Yeah, scavenger hunting parties. Running a bunch of spears from here to the... Jesus. Okay, that's fine. That's not a thing I'm afraid of. Running a bunch of spears from there to the room we need them in is going to be such a tedious task. But you get... you get different spawns, different objects and creatures and stuff from cycle to cycle. So it is possible that one of these times there'll be at least one more spear up in that room. Maybe things could be a little bit easier for us. Doesn't look like we got lucky, though. Alright, well, let's go plant the second spear. We'll see where that puts us in terms of... where that puts us in terms of height. Maybe we'll only need 2. As long as I can get this one a reasonable height above the first one. Like, the worst thing that could happen here is I accidentally put this too low in the wall, right? This was a lot easier when I had the bug, but it was like I wanted to eat. And unfortunately, doing both of those things is not trivial. Do I want to throw this from, like, over here to guarantee that it's going to get some reasonable height? Or maybe even from, like, this, that I can really dial it in? I mean, like, maybe? Oh, come on. The problem is, like, there's no version of this where we get it in 2. It is absolutely going to have to be 3. And even 3 is kind of wishful thinking, I think. Like, that's pretty good height. And then, yeah, from here, I would need to be high enough up that I can jump up the wall, then jump off and grab that thing up there. Out of curiosity, can I grab these things? I put him down. Oh, he's still mad. I'm trying to grab him. I can't. It won't let me. Okay, well, I guess I'm probably just dead on this life then. Yeah, that thing's gonna kill me. Trying really hard to hit it. Not having an easy time. Ah. I was trying to add the the bug type to our meter of things we've eaten. Which still might matter, right? So, is the thing we have to do here to go all the way back around, like, basically, do you have to have one of the flying bugs to get through this? Is it mandatory? Because it's looking like the answer is yes right now. And in any other video game, I'd be like, I must be missing something. Rain World absolutely would do that shit. Well, okay, there's an extra spear in the hall this time. Y'all, you mind? I don't know. Who knows if there still will be. I'm going to give this 1 or 2 more tries. This is actually building a spear ladder thing. And then we will If I can't get it, I will give serious consideration to just... We know that we can loop back around by going through the scavenger area, and maybe that's what I have to do. I have to loop back around. I have to come in here with a flying bug from that area up top because there's no other way to get up. That feels terrible. I would really be shocked if this weren't Rain World. If that were the way of things. Just hid from me in a pipe that doesn't have any room in it. Ugh. All right. Is there a place where I could do this? Like, we can kind of get higher up on this side. Right? Like this way we can climb up to this height, which is pretty significant, but... And it's not that hard to get... Like, the distance from here to the pipe we need to catch onto isn't really that great. But the problem is there's no way I think that I could complete the jump I need there. Oh, once again, the old problem of where does the foreground end and the background begin in Rain World rears its ugly head. Because the graphics don't give you any indication of what is standable and what is not, what is surpassable and what is not. Yeah, it does seem like you absolutely have to have one of those flying bugs to get back through here, and that's why there is an area that loops around so that you can go back to the top in case you came down here without one. Is that for sure the design? I don't know. Is that for sure a design and one that I think that the developer of this game would use? Yeah. Can I go any higher? Nope, can't go any higher in there. Where the fuck? What is going on? The hard screen barriers, especially in like completely arbitrary areas, it's such a bad design. But the problem is now I can't even, like, I don't have a pearl to give them. So how would I... I may have created a really significant problem for myself here. Because I didn't bring the pearl down. Yeah. And there's no way to get the game to, like, put you back in a previous threshold. A previous, haven. So... maybe there's not a route I'm missing over here, is there though? Like, let's take a second and look at the map. So every exit we've ever seen from that screen we've mapped. Every exit we've ever seen from this screen we've mapped. There's the way up there where you can sleep. Hi. Hi. Are you pointing at me? We're cool, right? I'm just gonna hide down. We don't need to come to blows. Killing one of these scavengers and taking their spears would certainly give me enough spears to cause a problem up there. To do the navigation thing. But yeah, I think this has got to be... part of the reason there are so many creatures around here is so that you can collect the spears to do this, right? It must just be that they intend you to spear climb your way up that tall wall if you don't have a bug. And then they make it a huge pain in the ass because it's Rain World, and they like to make things a pain in the ass. Maybe. I don't know. I'm flailing here. Well, I do have this moth at least. Okay. Let's go back and get some more spears. So the map was showing a spear in this room before, but yeah, it was the spear I was carrying. Okay. I wasn't sure whether things that were in my hands appeared on the map or not. Now we know. Okay, no free spear this time. Which means I'm going to have to lift my spears from the scavengers, which is a thing they do not probably love people doing. I would think that it would be better to do it not directly in front of them, even if there's just spears on the ground. I don't know. Let's see. Well, the music started playing as soon as I did it, so that's a little worrying. Yep. Okay, no, they don't care for that. So do I need to fight these? Maybe. And I know this is on purpose, but I fucking hate that the button you press to restart after you die is the map button. So you can't look at the map while you're dead to, like, think about what you would do next time. How am I going to get out of the fact that I slept down here without a bug in my hands? This is a problem. This is a real problem. Yeah, so climbing up gives us nothing. There's nowhere else to go. I mean, really, that's it. There's nowhere else to go. Now, see, what's interesting is the map does show down here at the bottom of the screen, which you can't see where I'm indicating, but like the area just to the right of the slugcat now. The map does show some additional structure under the water near the scavenger base, but the camera doesn't go down there. So there's stuff down there that they built and that we could even interact with that we just cannot see under any circumstances. There could be a way through even, maybe. I don't know, at this point, like... At this point, we're just dying over and over again. I may as well go look. Because there's an area where it goes in a little bit. And I wonder if it's a path to the other side under the water. All right, let's see here. I'm going to climb up and jump off of this. Get myself a good... Yep, under no circumstances will it... I'm just holding down right now in case you were curious. You cannot get far enough down to trigger the camera to follow you down. Now, I've been holding up for a while, but yeah, we're just dead. But I might have gotten some interesting map data there. Let's see what else the map shows us. Not much, but you can see what I'm talking about. That little inlet between the second and third horizontal bars. Because like if we have to run the scavenger gate to get back to the other side, I think those scavengers are going to stay hostile when we come back. I wonder if the move here is just we need to catch a scavenger alone one that's got a bunch of spears on its back, not this one. And just kill it, take its spears, and use the spears to build the ladder, if that's the only way. Let's, while it looks like there are still scavs up here, let's climb up. Okay, so there's that guy. He's going to get murder kelped. And then there's not really a reason for us to go over there, even when the murder kelp's gone. There's no, like, passage. I feel like the thing I'm most concerned is that I am somehow missing a traversal option in this room. That there must be a place in here that you can do something that doesn't require, if we're honest, probably 4 to 5 spears. I think 3 is a real pipe dream. 3 is desperate hope of throwing each of them perfectly and your results being probably better than they can possibly be. All right, if we climb all the way up here, I might... let me try something here. Oh, did I just fall down for no reason? I'm not sure what happened there. Let me try something. Damn it. Well, that time, I fucking... Well, when we jumped off of that the time before, when I was testing, we did go up a little bit. That time, there was no vertical motion at all. But I was thinking it seemed like we might actually be able to throw a spear onto this, like, straight vertical portion of the wall next to the pipe. And if that was the case, then climbing up onto that... Jumping up onto that, climbing onto that, and then doing a wall jump would probably get us up the thing. And none of these plants are climbable, right? Yeah, none of this stuff, none of that stuff I'm holding up the whole time here. So if any of this... I didn't realize there was a pipe here. Or that this pipe extended this high, I guess. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't go anywhere. I wonder if there's something about these flowers that I maybe don't understand that would be helpful. Something that I could have figured out by now, given that there are a bunch of them in the entrance to this area, but that I just didn't figure out. Maybe? So the little ones of these flies, these knife flies, don't grant you flying by holding on to them. And the big one you can't hold on to. There we go. It's really interesting that it didn't add that to my my list of things that I've eaten. I wonder why. Because it's definitely an edible. Well, yeah, okay. So I think the only move here is I'm going to have to loop back around to the point we were sleeping at before, then climb back down here, and I have to bring one of those bugs. The hell did that thing come from? It definitely wasn't on that map before. Nope, nope. Ah. Climb, 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 climb. Oh, did it get caught? I wonder if my plan was to lure it over to the kelp, but I wonder if in fact it got caught by the worm grass at the bottom of the thing. Oh, come back here. Now that your protector is gone, I want to eat you. All right. Well, I think maybe I hate to do this. I might have to call the episode because I have to go do a long, slow, tedious thing, and it's better to do it off camera. And once I've got us reset to a position where progress is possible, I'll bring you all back. Because it's not possible for me to, out of curiosity here, there's no way for me to make it back up. Is there? Oh, that's not in the foreground. Okay. Whoa. How y'all doing with that? This might actually be a golden opportunity to steal a bunch of shit. Are you really paying attention to me in this situation? I also don't really know what the rules are for, like, does one of them have to see you steal the spear in order for them to be angry? If you do the thing I did where you snatch it while none of them have vision of you, is that cool? Are you cool? Oh, that guy's trying to kill me, so no, obviously not. That's a bummer. I always find that kind of frustrating in games when, like, knowledge just sort of percolates out into the world without anyone to actually do the transport. It feels like you should be able to get away with stuff if nobody sees you do it. But if a game developer can't figure out a good way to implement that system, then you end up with, like, the stupid head bucket thing from Skyrim, right? All right, how high up the wall can this be? I mean, it really does have to be, yeah, jump height from there. Oh my god. Slugcat is slow. The good news is we can use this spear that guy threw at my head. I don't know if we're going to get this executed before the rains. I mean, I guess the good news is once we just have to kind of get them up there, right? Because once the in that little alcove, the rains don't matter. Although it's not really the case because getting up that wall doesn't allow us to sleep. We need to get on the other side pretty quickly. Come on. Slugcat. Alright, let's try to get... Realistically, probably 2 more. One more if my jump is really, really good, maybe? Probably 2 more, maybe 3 more. It would be so much easier if I could carry more than 1 at a time. And who knows? Maybe that centipede will have killed them all. Electropede, I guess? Or maybe I'm going to go over here and I'm going to immediately catch a spear in the face. Perhaps even from off screen. They killed it. But we don't have to go on to the main body of the thing. Okay, I feel like this is a getaway. Unfortunately, again, this is not going to be enough. We're going to need at least 1 more. Oh, no. Okay. That guy, I think, will want to kill us, and he has explosives. So my plan here is to let him get close, jump over him. Hey, he's looking a little whack. Jump over him and run. Okay. Maybe he doesn't want to. Maybe they don't all want to kill us. Maybe that spear was for no reason at all. Maybe that scavenger was just an asshole. It happens. Sometimes creatures are assholes. Ooh. This is an awful lot of work to get to a place where we don't even know where there is a spot on the other side to sleep. There we go. Right, so a wall jump from this height isn't sufficient, is it? Oh, it's real close. One more spear will do it, for sure. And I think we can get one more spear from the scavenger alcove, or the scavenger outpost, without having to go on to the part where most of them are. But gosh, the timer is going to be tight. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that this many scavengers were able to eventually bring down one of these bugs. But, like, I've seen such a large number of scavengers working together completely fail to fight off a vulture. When I have fought off a vulture on occasion I mean, not, like, actually killed it, but certainly fought it enough to make it run away by myself. I would really love it if that guy would fuck off, because I just need that spear. There's a spear right there, and he is, like, right on top of it now. Guy, come on. I do not have forever. And I'm pretty sure if I poke my head up here, they're going to be real mad. Okay, going. There was a grenade there, too, and no reason not to take it. Go, 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 go. Once I make it past this thing, okay. I feel like we're not going to catch an errant spear throw that could possibly kill us. Spears stuck in the wall tend to stick around from cycle to cycle, it seems like, for at least a little while. So at this point, if we could catch one food worth of something to eat, we could just come back here and rest. Oh no, the rumbling. No, 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 no. We're so close. And there were so many like moments where I missed a moth or something. Frustrating. Frustrating in the extreme. I don't even need the wall jump. Okay, here's a question. Can I quickly... I see that lizard. I'm going to try to quickly grab a blue fruit and then slide back down and rest. Alright, nothing matters except making it back to the shelter. And if I get back to the shelter, we can eat and chill. Okay. All right, if that ladder sticks around, then we've managed to do this. And in the past, my experience has been that stuck spears do last from day to day. I don't feel certain of that at all. Not even a little bit. Our position's really bad if that's not true, because now my stomach's empty. And we're in a place that we can't make forward motion from. But I guess we'll find out. We do have this grenade. So that's fun. Just trying to dodge the scav. I don't know if he's mad at me or not, but let's just not... Let's make it a non-issue, shall we? Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. I don't know. It looked like it was trying to, like, rear back an arm to throw, but it's so hard to tell with them because their movement is so erratic. Tell me my spears are still here. Okay. So we now have a whole cycle to explore. And if that lizard's still up here, it's gonna catch a fucking grenade. Alright, I think I'm gonna put my grenades down. Because I want to be able to catch a moth. Okay. All right. Oh, what? Shit. Yeah, you can't like interact with it. That sucks. I pressed down and shift to put down the grenade, and it put down the grenade and it grabbed the little mosquito thing with the same button press. What a fucked up, just like, what an absolute fuck you from the game for absolutely no reason. Just Rain World being Rain World. Never before today's episode. Are we good? Are you going to blow me up? I think the scavs might be okay with us. They might not have the memory of me stealing a spear. To be perfectly honest with you, they might never have been mad at us in the first place, right? That was definitely an assumption on my part. Okay, I see that. I see you there. I see you, lizard. Are you dead? That lizard's dead. Yeah, feast. The lizard's alive. How? Wait, no? Maybe? It's moving parts of its body. Okay, now it's definitely dead. And it's still moving, so I think it just still moves when it's dead. Anyway, feast. Okay, cool. It's so hard to tell because everything in this game moves in such an unnatural, algorithmic way. Alright. But yeah, before today's episode, I never had one of these things like just fly into my hands before. Now it's happening constantly, and I hate it. Slugcat, just grab it. Think about how efficient our food could be if you would just grab the damn moth. Fine, we'll just eat the berries as they are. I definitely hesitated there as we were moving toward that thing, and it decided to veer toward me as well. Alright, that's enough to at least be able to sleep. So... we want to take the top left one here. I think, if I'm... okay, thank you for finally grabbing it. If I'm reading this correctly. We take this, we go up here. This lets us into the upper part of their building. Where we could get the bugs. Do I want a bug? Would I rather have a bug than my spear? Maybe. Let's go grab one. Ow. How the heck of a time catching him? There we go. Nope. He just got out of my arms there. There we go. I was like mashing the button. Just did not want to give them to me. Oh, lizard. Because of course. So it's down here on the left. But we have to be careful not to fall all the way down. because worm grass. And also, there's additional lizard. That's fun. Okay, the lizard's not right here. There's a ton of worm grass in this room. That lizard definitely wants to devour me. Gotta lure him through the pipe. Oh, cool, another one. Oh, this is really bad. This is really bad, y'all. Okay. The good news is 2 lizards means some amount of fighting over my corpse, and maybe I can get away. The bad news is they definitely took my bug, or they made me drop it anyway. Come on, stop it, fucking asshole. The other lizard decided to just leave him alone, I guess. He wins. No, you come fight for this body. You come fight for this delicious slugcat. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know for sure that those spears will be really persistent. I'm very worried that the game will unload them on one of these attempts, so I really don't want this to take a lot of tries. Okay, we might get a chance here. Just surrendering the body to the other one. All right, now fight him for it. Come on. Just bite him. Just bite him. They're really just passing me back and forth. Yeah, they are 100% not attacking each other, just passing my body back and forth. Alright, so you want to come into this room. Now that we know that that's the connection there. Yeah, we definitely need to have one of those bugs. Traversing anywhere in here without one of those, without a flight bug is just asking to die. I feel so much more secure if we can find another place to sleep. And see, the thing is, I like the feeling of having had to recognize that something strange was going on there, and then like the opportunism of taking advantage of the scavengers being distracted. I see that lizard, but I don't know if I could really kill it easily with this grenade, so without, you know, putting myself in a position where it just eats me instead. I like that stuff, and I wish that you could get that stuff without all of the other stuff about Rain World that actually sucks a ton. But I wonder, you know, if the game was easier and it behaved more sensibly, would those moments of like, having to take advantage of a weird thing that's happening still exist? Does the game need to be difficult enough that normal play is borderline impossible, or at least, you know, very, very difficult and extremely, it feels extremely out of your control in order for those moments to feel good? I'm worried that the answer is yeah, that you maybe do have to have exactly these kinds of feel bads in order to have that good feeling. Hard to say. All right, I need at least one more food. And I would like to have it prior to grabbing our bug, but we got to take a bug whenever we can get one. I hate the fact that sometimes when you grab them, they can just get out, though. The wiggle free is really annoying. So wait, actually, we don't have to go this way then, right? I can go No, this doesn't connect right. How's that? There's a way to... What is going on? Jump. Okay. Wait, if I go back and I access that room via one of the other pedestals... Where do these connect to? One of them goes there. Yeah, let's try going down here. With the ability to do these better jumps, this is more interesting, but I wonder if the presence of this lizard makes traversal impossible. Because it's gonna do that spit thing whenever we get anywhere near it, and it's gonna ruin everything. What? Lizard? Not lizard. Bug. Bug, you are not being helpful right now. Bug, fly. Why is it not? Yeah, we're just gonna get... It just goes dead the instant it needs to be alive. Oh, weird. I don't understand what happened there. I'm not gonna make it through this. But the lizard's gonna come after me, and then the lizard could get grabbed. Did the lizard get grabbed by the leech grass? Is that what happened? I'm kind of curious what it's gonna do with me now that it has me. Because, like, we could totally have gotten to that left side of this room with the bug, if not for a lizard spawned in a location that's, you know, you can't really do anything about. Am I fully doomed here? I am fully doomed, right? Yeah. Come on, come and get me. Stupid, come and get me. What the fuck? Boy, they have no problem finding you when finding you would be a bad thing. But when you need them to save you from something, they're just like, oh, all of a sudden, I don't know, the environment's completely untraversable. Ah. All right. So we got, like, bad lizard spawns. We got the game choosing for us to lose several times there, or a couple of times in a row, with lizard spawns that couldn't really be dealt with. That lizard spawn could have been dealt with if our fly hadn't gone dead for an extremely extended period of time, like to the point where we couldn't even leave the room the way we came in. Very annoying. I'm going to call it here for today. That's going to be it for us. Thank you all so much for watching. It really sucks that we're in another section. Like, this feels a lot like the section with the tall cows, where you are reliant on some other creature in the environment behaving in certain ways in order to make progress. But the creatures in this game just don't behave in ways where that is an interesting or fun experience at all. The incredible degree of randomness that appears to be spite in their behaviors, like, you can't make those flies not fall asleep on you. And, like, there's a section in the main game where there's a bunch of jumps that you literally can't make without them. You have to make it across, like, big long jump gaps. And sometimes they'll just fall asleep on you in the middle of a jump, and you just lose. There's no way to know that it's going to happen. There's no way to prevent it from happening. Sometimes you just lose. And they make you do enough jumps that sometimes becomes like a fairly large number of total attempts. And this feels like that again, where it's just like, if anything goes wrong and your fly decides to lay down right now, you just die. And I guess, like, the trade-off for that, like the way they make that okay, is this live system where, like, at a certain point you can't lose anything anymore and you just get bumped against the bottom of the meter over and over again. But that still doesn't actually make it fun or interesting. There's so many interesting moments buried in here under this massive amount of, like, half thought through, half finished design. It's a little frustrating. Anyway, when you come back next time, we will be trying to make it through this area, and hopefully our spears will not disappear on us. And we'll see you then.